Later this month, the European Commission will propose the EU's next long-term budget, what's known as the multiannual financial framework. But if there's one issue guaranteed to get EU institutions arguing with each other, it's money. The supranational institutions, the Parliament and the Commission, want to spend more money. The member states are very nervous about expanding the EU's budget when they're having to contract their own national budgets at home. So what's the EPP group's view?
First, let's look at the size of the framework budget. In the current 7-year period, which runs until the end of 2013, the EU has €864 billion to spend. When that framework was agreed, the amount was 1.05% of Europe's forecast GDP. The current framework also imposes a ceiling of 1.23% of GDP. For the next framework, MEPs want to see a 5% increase, which amounts to about €60 billion. However, even an increase this size will keep spending below the current limit on expenditure at 1.11%. Salvador Garriga, an EPP group member from Spain, is the Parliament's rapporteur on the next framework. We asked him why MEPs have taken such a strong position.
It's not possible to make more Europe and to meet Lisbon Treaty priorities and E2020 without a fair amount of money. And we calculated this money on the 5% of the increase, and it's not only a technical proposal but a political one. Therefore, I expect the Commission and the Council to get the message and undertake a fruitful negotiation with the Parliament.
Another of the likely sticking points when the framework is negotiated is what the money gets spent on. At the moment, agriculture and rural development accounts for about 40% of EU spending. Regional development also accounts for a significant chunk. But with Europe's economy still struggling to recover, MEPs are calling for more resources to be targeted at economic growth and job creation, as well as renewable energy and climate change.
What will be our priorities? Research and development. The 8th framework program needs to be increased, heavily increased, and there will be as well new priorities on energy efficiency, transport, trans-European networks. For instance, this is the kind of issues that we would like to concentrate the money on.
Another contentious issue is whether the EU should be able to raise its own money independently of member states. Several ways of doing this have already been suggested, for example, a tax on air travel or financial transactions. But member states are likely to want to maintain their control over EU financing, and change may take many years. Mr. Garriga told us his view.
It's a conclusion on the Lisbon Treaty. It's inside the Lisbon Treaty that the European Union should be able to finance itself through the own resources system. Therefore, we put forward some proposals that are already made in the Commission in the budget review, and we consider the Commission should make a complete assessment what would be the good one, and the Parliament will follow. But the main question is the European Union should be able to collect their own resources. That is the main conclusion.
The Garriga report on the next financial framework was adopted by the Parliament.
And that clears the way for the real negotiations to begin. All eyes will be on the Commission's proposal at the end of this month. But it's clear the Parliament and the EPP group are determined to fight as hard as they can for a competitive, sustainable and inclusive EU budget. For more information on our group's activities, please visit our website, eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching and see you again soon.